Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Good day, you are welcome to Fusion Mobile e-learning class. My name is Bolaji. I'm here to speak on the subject mathematics. And the topic before us today is trigonometry that involves angle of elevation and depressions. Angle of elevation and depression. What we are going to be looking at today is the definitions and how to calculate angle of elevation and depression. Let us start. What is angle of elevation? What is angle of elevation? Angle of elevation is defined as the angle between the normal height and the line through which the object is above the observer height. That is the angle between the normal height. This is the height. This is the angle between the normal height. This is the normal height level, and this is the angle, and the line through which the object is above the eyes. Now this is the observer. From here we see the diagram. This is the observer. This is the eyes of the observer, and the angle between the observer eyes and the normal eyes level above the observer eyes. Now it is above the observer eyes. The angle is lying here, which is above the observer eye, taking us to look at this plane, this aeroplane that is flying. This is the object above the eye. So the observer is looking at the object above its own eyes, that is above the horizontal normal eyes level, which is called angle of elevation. Which is called angle of elevation. I would like us to do few examples so that we'll be able to understand this topic, angle of elevation. Let's solve this example. A man is at a point 18 meters away from the foot of a tree. A man is at the point 18 meters away from the foot of a tree. From that point, the angle of elevation of the top of the tree is 29 degrees. Calculate the height of the tree. Calculate the height of the tree. Normally, look at this diagram that will show angle of elevation. This is the line above the normal height level. In this region here, this space, we have what is called the height. The height, that is the distance above the ground level. The distance above the horizontal line is called the height. This is the distance which is called the horizontal line, called normal height level. So for us to find anything angle of elevation, we consider the height here. This is the height. This is the horizontal, that is the horizontal line, that is the normal height level, and this is where the angle of elevation lies. Now, I want us to solve that example that said a man is at point 18 meters away from the foot of a tree. A man is at point 18 meters away from the foot of a tree, and from that point the angle of elevation of the top of the tree is 29 degrees. Calculate the height. Calculate the height from what? Calculate the height of the top of a tree. Calculate the height of the top of a tree. I want us to draw the diagram so that for us to get what we are saying. Now, it says a man is at the point 18 meters away from the top of a tree, and what continues that from that point, the angle of elevation on top of the tree is 29 degrees. Is 29 degrees. Calculate the height of the tree. Let's see. This is the man. This is the man. Call the observer. Now, is 18 meters is 18 meters away from the top of a tree. Wow. "18 meters away from the top of a tree." Now, a man is 18 meters away from 18 meter point away from the foot of a tree. This is the foot of a tree. It's 18 meters away from it. And from that point, the angle of elevation on top of a tree is 29 degrees. Therefore, we have 29 degrees. 29 degrees. Now, calculate the height. Now, this is the height. This is the height according to the interpretation of the question. Wow. We have the angle of elevation from its normal height level, but the angle of elevation is the angle that is above the normal height level. At normal height level, we know that it is away. So this place is called the normal height level, which is horizontal line. This is the horizontal line. This is the angle of elevation. And this is the tree called the height. So how do we find our height from here? We have opposite, and this place, which is the longest side out of all, is called the hypotenuse. Why this place? If this place is our opposite, then this place will be our adjacent. Remember when we were discussing about trigonometry, the first topic we related what is called SOHCAHTOA. So we'll be able to use the knowledge of SOHCAHTOA in this topic because this is opposite and this is adjacent. This is opposite and this is adjacent. Therefore, TOA is what we are going to use. TOA, which is tan. Tan 29 degree, tan 29 degree is equal to opposite, which is designated with x, because we are looking for our height, over adjacent. What is our adjacent? 18 meter. 18 meter. For case of uniformity, we divide this one by 1. And for us to find x, we cross multiply. We cross multiply. We cross multiply. 1 times x is equal to tan 29 degree. I would like us to use our calculator to find tan 29 degree. What is tan 29 degree? Tan 29 degree is 0.5543. 0.5543. 0.5543. Therefore, 0.5543 times 18 meter. 0.5543 times 18 meter, which is equal to, press your calculator on 0.5543 times 18 meter. What is the answer? The answer is supposed to be 9.98. 9.98 meter. 9.98 meter. 9.98 meter. Therefore, x is equal to 9.98 meter. and our height H is equal to 9.98 meter. So here we have our height to be 9.98 meter. So the diagram has already justified the answer. So this is the tree and this is the foot of the man as he was walking 18 meters away from the foot of the tree, and he's looking at a ripe tree. Maybe he's looking at a ripe purple, and this is the purple that is being shown, and this is angle of the elevation, and the height is that we are going to use TOA. It is opposite over adjacent. Opposite over adjacent. By the time we use opposite over adjacent, we have x over 18 meters. For us to find x, we'll cross multiply. 1 times x will give us 0.5543 times 18 meters. And the answer is 9.98 meters. So the height is 9.98 meters. I would like us to solve few evaluations so as to test how far we understood this topic, angle of elevation. Thank you. Well, I'm delighted because you've gotten the answer correctly. Let us move forward and consider angle of depression. Angle of depression. Angle of depression. One, we need to know the definition of angle of depression. The word depression means somebody looking down. When you are being depressed, that means you have been suppressed. Now, what does it mean by angle of depression? The angle of depression is defined as angle between the horizontal line and the line through which the object is below the observer eyes, and the angle through which the object is below the observer eyes. Now, when we are looking at an object down, the object we are looking is below our normal eyes. That angle that is being subjected is called angle of depression. For example, when we are inside a story building and we are looking down at a car moving, that angle from where we are looking to the point at which the car is the angle of depression, because that car is below our normal eyes level. Therefore, angle of depression is defined as the angle between the horizontal line and the line through which the object is below the observer eyes, which can be seen. Let us draw the diagram. Now, from this diagram, this is an angle of depression. Now, a man, which is the observer, is looking at an object. Now, the angle is, the object is below the normal eyes level. That is, this is normal eyes level and the object is being here. So the angle between the normal eyes level and the object is called the angle of depression. Therefore, this place is depression angle. So this is the diagram showing us the angle of depression. Now, let us consider this example so that to know how far we understood this angle of depression. Example 1 on angle of depression. The angle of depression from the top of a building of a height 30 meters of a stationary car is 41 degrees. Find the distance between the car and the top of the building. Find the distance between the car and the top of the building. Wow. Now, the angle of depression from the top of a building of height 30 meters is 41 degrees. The angle of depression from the top of a building. Now, let's assume this is the top of the building. Now, the angle of depression from the top of a building is this. So this is the angle of depression. We have 41 degrees. Here is going to be 41 degree alternating angle. This is the top of the building. This is 41 degree. This is 41 degree. Wow. Now, if this place is 41, alternating angle here will be 41 degree. Now, the question now follow and said, the top of the building is having a height of 30 meters. This is where the height is, 30 meters. Now, the next question now asks us that we should find the distance between the car and the top of the building. This is where the car lies. This is the car, and this is the building. And it's been sighted from the top of the building to this car. This is 41 degrees, is having an alternating angle of 41 degrees at the height of 30 meters. Now the question now says, calculate the distance between the car and the top of the building. Calculate the distance between the car and the top of the building. Now let us represent this place with car, C, and this place to be top, T, and this place to be the ground. Let's put it as G, because this is the ground level. Good. This is the car, C, T, G. They now say calculate the distance between the car and the top of the building. That shows that it is this region they ask us to calculate between the car and the top of the building. Wow. So here is X, because we do not know X. But we have been given 30 meters with the height. This is our height. This is the normal horizontal level. This is the horizontal line. This point to here is the horizontal line, while from TG, top of the building to the ground, is 30 meters, which is the height. So this place is the X. We have to find this X because the questions ask us about find the distance between the car and the top of the building. Therefore, remember we use the word SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA is what we are going to use. The height is given here, the angle is given here, the hypotenuse side is this. This is our hypotenuse side, this is our opposite side, this is our adjacent side. So now it is so, that is opposite over hypotenuse. Therefore, sine 41 degree is equal to opposite. What is our opposite? Which is 30 meter over hypotenuse, our x, which is opposite over hypotenuse. This is showing us that it is so, that is opposite over hypotenuse. How do we now find our x? Because of uniformity, we have to make this one to be over 1. Then we cross multiply, which is equal to 1 times 30 equal to x times sine 41 degree. Now, 1 times 30 will give us 30 equal to x times sine 41 degree. Press your calculator and press sine 41 degree. Sine 41 degree supposed to give us, check sine 41 degree, sine 41 degree. Now, sine 41 degree supposed to give us 6.561, which is equal to 6.561. Now, the answer to here is x is equal to 30 over 6.561, and x equal to 30 divided by 6.561, which will give us 45.571 meter. So here is 45.71 meter. That is our x. So the distance between the car and top of the building is 45.71 meter. I would like us to understand that angle of depression and elevations are different. Angle of elevation, you are looking above the normal ice level, while angle of depression, you are looking below the normal ice level. Now, it is very important for us to know where the angle lies, so as for us to calculate our distance effectively. Remember that angle of depression and elevations are from the trigonometry ratio, that is the measurement of an angle. The meaning of trigonometry that we started in trigonometry ratio is that it is the measurement of triangle. Virtually everything we have been dealing with has been triangle. This is a triangle, a right angle triangle, and we have been measuring using the knowledge of Pythagoras theorem, using the knowledge of how to calculate sides and angle, sides and angle. With this, I am confident that you'll be able to solve questions under angle of elevation and depression. I would like you to solve few questions so as to conclude this topic. Thank you. God bless you.